have seen and followed the sixth batch of the first phase taking place. How do you think that will reflect on the ceasefire negotiations between Hamas and Israel?
Peace upon you all. Greetings to you and your esteemed viewers today. Witnessed in a very significant development of the release of the sixth batch under the ceasefire either in Gaza or in Israel. As we know, 3 days ago, President of the United States, Donald Trump, threatened that the doors of hell will be open if Hamas not releasing all the Israeli prisoners captive since 7th of October 2023. We know that Hamas had frozen the release of the new patch, and due to Israel was reluctant of the agreement to effect on the 20th of January regarding the entry of machinery and the delivery of the medical assistance. Hamas objected this matter, and Israel had promised to execute such conditions. Today passed peacefully. The 3 Israelis were released along with the Palestinian prisoners returned in the 48 homeland, and some of them will be deported outside of Palestine. The question is that Hamas never released all detainees, and as Trump said, it's up to Israel to execute their orders, as he talked in a very decisive road, threatening Hamas and opened the hell door. At 7 p.m. is expected to have to convene for the tackling the next point. It seems that Trump, unfortunately, works with the full coordination with Israel, issuing such a statement in order to get the most gains in favor of Israel. And despite all of this, things will go smoothly in favor of Israel, as the only way to get its prisoners, as they failed to get this throughout the past 15 months. The upcoming question is not related to the agreement, but to the second phase, that Israel knows that they should withdraw from Gaza. But the next day, who's going to govern Gaza, and what is the fate of Hamas fighters, and who's going to enter the aid, based to the pivotal question, which is related to the third phase with respect to the reconstruction. And the proposals of Donald Trump is to buy or own Gaza. These are very important questions that we should be
Definitely,
proposed.
those are questions to be asked at this upcoming stage. But we're speaking about today, and yet we have seen and followed this sixth batch of the first phase. Now, with this phase going on smoothly, as we've seen, do you think the agreement or the ceasefire agreement would proceed as we all anticipate?
I do not think that the second phase would be sustained unless it's a great miracle. One of the proposed scenarios that Netanyahu isn't going to break down the agreement, but isn't going to move forward in the second phase, meaning that he will pursue, by all means, to extend the second phase, meaning that the execution of the second and the third phase is a great failure for Israel, as Hamas is still in the power. But in the second phase, deliberately took the matter to opened without any determination of the ceasefire. Therefore, the Egyptian Arab plan expected to be proposed in the Arab Parliament to answer the question who's going to govern the Gaza Strip in the next day. What is Hamas' role and their arms? Is the PLO has going to have a role, or the societal support committee formed by Egypt or supported by Egypt? And therefore, I think that we are going into, in the upcoming period, of more challenges and obstacles made by either Israel or and the Arab negotiators should be aware by the maneuvering by Israel, by leaving traps and use it whenever they like. There is a real pressure against Netanyahu, and it may be coordinated with Netanyahu and the far right wing. And Trump also said that will support Israel if decided to do the resumption of the fighting once again.
Right. Now, we've seen and followed up what happened this morning. Now, how significant was Egypt's role as a mediator in the detainee exchange and definitely the broader ceasefire negotiation at large?
We all know we are far away of the agreement in large scale.
No, excuse me, pardon me, sir. I said, how do you view Egypt's role in the mediation as a mediator in the detainee exchange and the broader ceasefire negotiations?
Certainly, the Egyptian role, I can, pardon me, I didn't understand the question very well, or I didn't hear it well, but I've heard it very well now. Egypt's role was in a very pivotal role since the beginning, played a main role in the negotiation by supporting the Palestinian rights, played a great role along with Qatar of the agreement that has been reached. And it is the most country that delivered the humanitarian aid, that 70% along with the Egyptian government and the NGOs made the trucking to enter Gaza in supporting the Palestinian people. Therefore, Egyptian role was very good throughout all the levels. But most importantly, Egypt is the one that played the role in confronting the Israeli proposals and then Trump's proposal regarding the displacing the Palestinian people. Egypt has said decisively that the proposal is going to fail because of Egypt's role supported by the brotherly Jordan. So to fail the Netanyahu's scheme will go in deeply to address the matter and might reach a real settlement to the Palestinian cause.